systems are offline.
You're listening to Wrestling BashTalk with your host,
Ed and Gus. All right, guys, this is officially our first episode.
How you doing?
How you doing, Ed?
I'm doing good.
We finally made it.
Yeah.
All right. So we have a lot to talk about today. Lots to talk about. Royal Rumble, allegations, and the list goes on and on. Newcomers that appeared in Royal Rumble. I am excited for this episode.
So am I.
Our first episode to air. I hope you guys like it. Please subscribe. Send us messages if you whatever you guys want to listen to us talk about. Just send it over. Ed.
Comments, anything that you want. This is what we do. We're going to talk about wrestling.
That's right. We are two great fans of wrestling. I've been a wrestling fan all my life since childhood. Ed?
I've been a wrestling fan for a long time, and I mean a long time. I grew up around the end of the Golden Era and into the Hulkamania era.
And I grew up in the Attitude Era. The best era of all, the Attitude Era. WCW versus WWE. Come on. The Monday Night Wars. Come on. You can't get better than that. But Ed, let's get into it. Royal Rumble 2024. Talk to me, Big Ed.
I'm very happy that Cody won. I'm very happy that Triple H decided to go with the story. I'm very happy that he decided not to give it to Rock or make Cody go the other way and win the chamber. Make Punk win the chamber. Because remember, they did Cody wrong, but CM Punk did them wrong.
Did you ever think at any point CM Punk was about to win?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. I was like, no. Please, don't let him win. I mean, I love Punk, don't get me wrong, but this is Cody's. Cody needed this. He needed this more than anything because he's gotta finish that story.
Do you think he's going to be able to finish that story? A lot of people are commenting and talking about how WWE is just stretching the whole bloodline and Roman Reigns' story too long, and he's not going to be able to finish it. What do you think about that?
Well, that was the whole purpose. See, I believe last year Cody would have finished it, but because Cody got injured and then him going into it right away, Cody wasn't here that long, so it was, okay, let's do another year. Let's stretch it another year. Roman will be even more greater, and it will be a better win for Cody.
But is it too much already? Is it too long?
No. Because remember, I grew up in the Hulkamania era, and I had to see Hulk Hogan champ for 3 years, beating people every time Hulk Hogan won. And it was like, everybody was like, when is Hulk Hogan going to lose? And it got to the point when Andre defeated him because Ted DiBiase paid off the Hebner brother. And then what did we get out of that? We got so much more. We got the thing out of WrestleMania 4, the tournament. And then Macho Man Randy Savage became champion. And then the year later, we got WrestleMania 5, Hulk Hogan going against Macho Man. So we got the great thing of Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan was made to be one of the greatest of all time. And that's what they're doing with Roman. And now it's time for him to step down out of his throne at WrestleMania 40. And Cody's going to become the new Universal World Heavyweight Champion.
Do you think WrestleMania will be the place that Cody will finish that story? Or will it play out more the whole Rock head of the table situation that it's being played a little bit right now in our heads? Like, what's going to happen, if it's going to happen, if it's not going to happen? Do you think will a match between Roman and The Rock eventually happen?
I think what's going to happen is Rock is going to become a special guest referee. And I think that he's going to make sure that everything goes the way it's supposed to go. Jimmy's not going to be able to interfere. Solo's not going to be able to interfere. And when he loses, that's when he's going to take it out on Rock. And I think we'll get that Rock Reigns match at SummerSlam.
Now, let's talk about the women's Royal Rumble. How about that? Bayley winning the Royal Rumble. And let's not forget about the reaction of everybody when, me, honestly, when I saw the TNA champion come out of nowhere, for me that was amazing. I had never seen her wrestle the way she did, and I was impressed. Do you think that was a good move?
Yeah, because what they did was they did two things. One, they scouted talent from another organization, and two, they have a good relationship with TNA. So maybe, if TNA needs somebody to go to their organization, and we could send somebody over there, when they have their big pay-per-view, which is what? Slammiversary, right? So if they need somebody to go over there, we could send them over there, just like and this is not the first time they've done it. They did it last year with Mickie James.
Right. That is correct. It's not the first time. Do you think this all has happened because AEW broke that door for all of this to happen? Because before AEW doing it, we didn't see WWE do it. It was just all about WWE, and if they wanted something, they would buy it off and they would take over.
Well, not necessarily, because remember, they did do this a couple of years ago. When Ric Flair was in TNA, they did ask for permission for him to come over so he could be inducted with the Four Horsemen. So
right, but that wasn't a match. It wasn't on TV. This is something that is new pretty much for WWE.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The only organization that has ever done it before is AEW, at least that I know of.
No, WWE has done it years ago with All Japan.
That is true. That is true. You are correct. Why do you think they stopped and now they're redoing it? Do you think it's because AEW is on that?
No, I think because Triple H wants to branch out. I think he wants to branch out. I think he wants to expand his options with WWE. And I think he wants to maybe one day do a huge pay-per-view with, maybe we'll see WWE versus TNA.
Fair. What did you think about the Women's Royal Rumble? Did you think it was a good match? Did you think it was missing anything? Could have it been better? What was it up to your expectations? What were you thinking when you were watching that Royal Rumble?
Well, a lot of people were saying that the Women's Royal Rumble was better than the men's. I think basically both of them were about the same, but I think what the women... See, I was shocked that AJ Lee wasn't in there. That was my biggest shock, because I've been seeing her on Facebook training with Punk. I thought that she was really going to be in there. And I was also shocked that, there wasn't that many legends coming in there. There was none. There was no legends at all, and I was shocked.
Yeah, I was really, really missing the legends. I think that would have given it another taste to the Royal Rumble. I think it would have, umped it up just a tight bit if we had some legends there, like Lita, Trish.
Yeah, because this is what we look for. As fans, that's the one thing that we look for in the Royal Rumble, is to see old wrestlers come back to wrestle in the Royal Rumble.
Did you expect Scott Steiner's nephew to come out?
No.
Was that a surprise?
Yeah.
It was a surprise for me. But you know what? I think it was long overdue. I think he's already prime. Like, he should be already in Raw or in SmackDown. I mean, the kid has something special. He is so good. Every time I go to NXT and see him live, it's just, he has it all. He has mic skills. He has wrestling skills. Yes, he reminds me a little bit about his uncle. I do have to be honest. He does. He does talk like him. He kind of looks like him too. He has that rough edge to him too. But the kid has it all.
Yeah, I think all you have to do is just dye his hair blonde, and then boom, you could call him Scott Steiner Jr., even though he's Rick's son. But yeah, he does. I agree 100%. Braun Breaker, he's just such a breakout star, and I'm hoping they keep him on the main roster.
Do you think Royal Rumble would have been better if Brock Lesnar would have been on there?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what he would have did. I think what they should have did was they should have put better people in there than what they had, because I'm telling you right now, I think Sammy's lost his touch. He's not when he was fighting the Bloodline. I think after a while it's gone down, and Drew's on his way out, and I mean, we're waiting to see if when Braun Strowman's coming back. We're waiting to see when Sheamus is coming back.
Talk about Sheamus. Sheamus did tweet, which is funny. He tweeted, I believe, last night after. Was it last night or was it this morning? He tweeted He literally tweeted, "Did you guys miss me at Royal Rumble?" I think he was missed.
I know he's cleared. I know that. And then I know even before Survivor Series, they were advertising him. They were doing vignettes on him returning, and he never came back. And I don't know why.
Well, there was rumors. I don't know if you've heard of them, but that he was about to exit as well.
Yeah, but those were only rumors. Those were only rumors.
Do you think at some point he was even thinking about it?
Nah.
Because I know a lot of wrestlers right now are really frustrated with how WWE creatively is handling everything. What are your thoughts about that?
To me, I think a lot of people are actually happier than, what Triple H is doing compared to before.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think Triple H has been doing great. I think ever since he took over, it's been different. I think if Vince would have allowed him to do this back in the day, I think a lot would have changed back in the day. I don't know what you think, Ed.
I think so. I think we wouldn't have had the dark days in 2015 to 2021.
Yeah, that is true. And talking about dark days, kind of dark days right now, don't you think, with everything going on with Mr. Vince McMahon?
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. This couldn't have happened at a worse time, especially, the good thing that happened, Raw going to Netflix next year, and The Rock becoming on the board for TKO. For this to happen around that, that's something that's really, really, really upsetting.
It is, and not to take credit where it belongs, but WWE wouldn't be WWE if it wasn't for Vince, and at least we can give him that credit. Outside of that, what he's done, what he hasn't done, because we don't know if it's true or if it's not true. Unfortunately, like you said, it's just sad, but it's clear, and I think TKO has made it clear. Triple H has made it clear that Vince has nothing to do with WWE. TKO no longer.
Yeah, I mean, as of right now, they're allegations.
Correct.
We don't know if it's true or not. So,
but Vince has stepped down.
Yes.
So he has no longer has any kind of power or say within WWE, correct?
Yes, exactly.
And talking about this, what do you think about the interview that Cody did right after Royal Rumble when they asked him about all of these allegations? Do you think it was appropriate?
No.
Why so?
No, because Cody's talent. Cody's not an executive. He's not a COO. He's not a EVP.
I think the way Cody handled the whole situation, I think the way he answered was just so professional. I mean, he was on point. He didn't say too much. He didn't say what he didn't know. What are your thoughts, Ed?
Yeah, he did. He did, because Cody is a very professional human being in general. Cody, just like his dad, loves this business. He loves this business. It's in his blood.
Yeah. We have a small little preview of how he handled the whole situation. Let's take a listen.
There was a real dark cloud over this weekend following the allegations against Vince McMahon. You've talked about how Vince met with you personally to bring you into the company.
And he said a dark cloud. Never seen anything like this. Most of the time, wrestling locker rooms are fighting, talking trash about each other, making fun of each other, sandbagging each other in the ring, all that nonsense. And I know for me as a performer and a competitor, I've been through dark periods in our industry before. And it might sound cheesy, but it's very reinforcing if you're in my position, that it's a time when, hey, we got 50,000 people out here. I want to give them something else from this weekend.
That was amazing. I think he literally switched the whole thing off. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, exactly. He got to a point, and then what he did was he made a right turn, and just totally went his own way and answered the question a very professional person.
And I think Triple H did a great job as well, because when they tried to instigate the whole situation, he also said, look, I'm here to talk about the event. I'm here to talk about the great stuff that we're doing and what's coming up in the future, and not talk about bad stuff, not talk about things that are really out of their hands, and it's clear TKO, Triple H, WWE has been clear. Vince has nothing to do with us anymore.
And that's exactly the way you're supposed to handle things like that. Exactly.
But it was an interesting weekend. I mean, it was a lot,
Yeah.
and also including all that Brock, once again, sad, the whole situation. A lot of us love Brock. We've seen him so many times. He's ex-champion, UFC, to believe that he could be involved in something like that, it is a little bit unbelievable, but at the same time, we're all human, and we also, we have our downsides, right? But that's once again, these are all allegations. This is not true. We don't know yet if it's true or not.
Yes, exactly. It's just allegations, and allegations. We don't know what's going to go on. And the best thing for WWE right now was to pull Brock, so this way Brock doesn't get tarnished and he doesn't get booed, and people don't boycott him, because he is their attraction. He is their star. He is their big attraction. And if your attraction's hurt, you can't be fixing that if he's making an appearance. But if he's not there, it will go away.
That's right. Now, overall, though, do you think Royal Rumble was great, was good? Overall, what do you think?
I think it was a very decent show. I mean, it wasn't a great show. It wasn't a poor show. It was a very decent show. I probably would give it maybe about a 7.5.
Now, what do you think is going to happen at Monday Night Raw?
That's going to be unpredictable because we still don't know what they're going to do with Seth Rollins. We don't know if Seth Rollins is going to wrestle at WrestleMania with a bad knee. I mean, he's got his ACL torn, and we don't know if he's going to actually wrestle with that knee in a brace. My personal thing is let Damian Priest cash in. Let him cash in. I mean, I know everybody wants to see Seth versus Punk at WrestleMania. I get it. We can have that match when he gets back. It don't matter who he gets the title from, as long as Punk gets the title at WrestleMania, because that's what his story is. And if it's Priest, I think that would be a very good match, And even if it's not Priest, have Priest defend the title at Elimination Chamber against Drew and give it to Drew, and then let him drop it at WrestleMania to CM Punk. That would be a very good match too. I would love to see CM Punk going against Drew, especially the history they have.
Correct. Yeah, I totally agree. We'll see what will happen. Hopefully it's exciting. Hopefully it's something unpredictable. Obviously we did not expect Seth to, get injured the way he did, but things do happen. They're out there jumping and flying and doing all this stuff that, they are athletes and they're going to get hurt. They're going to get injured. It's just part of the whole game. Guys, we're almost done here with the show. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please let us know what you guys think. We will be talking about everything wrestling. That includes AEW, WWE, TNA, etc. We're all about it. Today, we focused on WWE and Royal Rumble because it was a huge event. But in our next show, we'll be talking about AEW, TNA, and everything that is wrestling. Once again, thank you so much for joining us and listening.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. Please subscribe, like, comment. Please give us your comments, positive and negative comments. We don't care. That's what we're here for. We're here to hear your voice. Tell us how you feel. If you don't like it, if you don't like what we're saying, we'll have a discussion about it.
Well, this is my friend Ed, and I am Gus, and you have been listening to Wrestling Bash Talk.